So, welcome to it's kind of a bonus brew kind of two tonight. Bilko and Brenny's podcast. I'm Bilko.
I'm Brenny.
Good to see you, big man.
Thank you. Good to see you as ever, Bilko.
No worries, man. You're looking quite sharp tonight. I take it. Have you had a spray tan?
No spray tan. We heard the.
Looking
long overdue with the lockdown. I thought I'd get quite a short one. Get into the Christmas period, especially with my Christmas haircut.
Brilliant. Did you get the old day wax in the ears and all that?
Oh, the whole shebang, aye. Whole shebang. Lovely.
Brilliant. What up? It's some buzz in it.
That is. It's good.
Aye, heartily recommended. So this was a wee bit different for us Friday. Obviously, with the wee can opening earlier on, thought we'd share that for you. We thought we'd kind of mix it up. I mean, the main reason we're doing this tonight is obviously Overtone have released our second ever tipper. And being one of my favourite breweries, and Brenny thinks they're good and all.
Yep.
We thought, we'd do that. Before we mention that, obviously Brenny's resplendent in his Widgie Session hoodie. Looking good, big man. Big thank you to all the guys that have picked the hoodies up. We've got some, obviously one in particular, the old Jake Ball's Beer Appreciation page, Brenny.
On the Facebook, yeah, definitely. Jake Balls, we are connoisseurs and aficionados of many a thing, but craft beer being the main one. And it has to be said, the boys do like getting quite drunk, so good luck to them.
Good
As
lads.
you can tell through the name of the page, Jake Balls.
Brilliant. And
good.
obviously, we've got the recent, subscribers to the craft beer scene. Top lads, obviously, you've got JB and Big Soups Gaming as well, putting an order for 68 cans of lager from Ultic.
And they're generous enough to share them with us as well. So that was nice, these boys. Really appreciate that. It's excellent work, JB. Looking forward to a drink with you soon, pal.
Brilliant. So, Brenny, we were going to do straight in with the tipper that we had a wee chat off camera. And we thought, same as we're Weegies, and I'm a heat nipper, we thought we'd do a wee Weegie NEIPA. So I'll pass it over to you, big man.
Okay, doke. So this is the Weegie NEIPA. It is 5.5%. It's a 440ml can. It's a New England IPA, obviously, and it's the third brew of it. It's still a light and fluffy style session IPA with overtones of pineapple, mango, citrus, stone fruit and pine. Very drinkable, refreshing and hazy. I like the fact that 5.5 and it's a session, that's Weegie. So,
I think you summed it up perfectly. 5.5 session, man. They know those Weegies well.
I know. Definitely the Overtone guys get the whole West of Scotland thing. I think we focused on that the last time. The names of the beers, the strength of the beers.
It's a nice pour.
Cheers.
Cheers, big man. Oh, it is very fluffy, isn't it?
Incredibly light for the
5.5%.
Your camera, mate.
No worries. 5.5%. I'm finding it hard to believe that, man.
The fruits really come clear through.
Oh, wow.
Pineapple and mangoes, like the citrusiness and
They're saying it.
It's a real piney.
It's got that piney resinous, man, and it's interesting. They call it very drinkable on the website. Overtone, man, you change that. It's very cannibal, right? That's the description for drinkable in Glasgow. That's us real Weegies. But all joking aside, obviously Dan, the head brewer, I believe he's from that neck of the woods, isn't he? New England, I don't know, that kind of area. So they are experts at brewing this kind of stuff, man. And I can totally see why they're calling it a sessionable one, because it is very, It's very Moorish, actually. I'm having to stop myself to it. In fact, you know some, Brenny? It's a Friday night, man. I'm taking a bloody massive gulp of this, man.
Oh,
After the week.
Lovely.
Stunning, man.
That's
Absolutely.
very tannable, isn't it?
It is tannable. Obviously, it does contain gluten, folks. But you kind of obviously, you know all about Overtone. If you want to know what we think about them and where to hit them up, obviously you can look at podcast number 1. But Overtone Brewing, we'll do a wee link to them once. But this is just a warm up for the main attraction. No offence to the Ouija, but I've been looking forward to this tipper. I hope I'm not overhyping it, mate. It's been sitting there upright in the fridge. The advice was to keep it in the fridge for a couple of days before opening it as well. So can't wait. So anyway, can you tell? Mate, well, a bit green is. I think that's the technical term in it.
I would say so. I would say so.
Aye. So it's a bit. Was it a bit Brenny? A bit green?
Bit of green in it, aye. A bit of green. Celtic finally won a game, so we got a bit of luck with it anyway.
Can I just say, that's why I've got the old Claret and Amber Bilko and Brenny's podcast on the night.
Yep.
Made in Motherwell. He's producing it for Celtic.
Excellent. That's it.
Listen, mate, what else you been up to this week, mate? How's the old kind of fitness coming along, mate?
Not bad. I've been doing that challenge, running 5k every day in December, so I'll be day 11 today, so doing all right, but so it's slow and steady is the way. It's a marathon, not a sprint, as they say. So I'm just taking my time, but I'm enjoying it. Literally, this is my last day off before shift tomorrow. So I had quite a relaxing 4 days, mate. Got the house sort of
good.
Wee bit Christmassy. Hold on, I've stuck my lights on, in fact.
Oh.
We can do this as unveiling of the Christmas lights. So, the unveiling of the Merry Christmas lights. I don't even know if you can see that.
Yay! Hey, mate, they're looking good. Mate, they're looking brilliant.
That's my unveiling of the Merry Christmas lights to the Christmas tree.
Mate, they're belters, man. You might have noticed just over there. That's meant to say ho ho ho, apparently. But I bought it out in B&M. It just looks like.
That looks like 88 ...
Oh, don't say that. It's not the hoops, is it? The Harry the Hoops 88. It looks like BO. Mate. So listen. We know we're here for the main event tonight, but are you ready to go over the scores on this bad boys?
I would definitely happy to score the Ouija.
No worries, but same as you introduced it, I'll go first. Right.
Okay.
So on the would I buy it again? Listen, I'm not going to lie. If you've been following Instagram, I've already bought it again. It was that good. I just decided to buy it. I've been buying it quite regular, selling it for four for $16.80 on the Overtone website. Good deals to be had, all the retailers as well. So yes, I would buy that again, 100%. Would I session it? See at 5.5%. In fact, Brenny, that's actually a good point. I know we're having a wee laugh about it and all that, but 5.5% for it. Of course I'd fucking session that, man.
I was wondering where that was good.
I was trying to talk myself out of session in it. Now, score-wise, when it comes to NEIPAs, or Billy Braggs, as we used to call them back in the day, Overtone are masters at it, in my opinion. I don't think I've ever tried an NEIPA that I haven't liked from them. So it's going to score highly for me. Very difficult for Overtone to come back onto the channel after how good the Gamma was. I will say that. Without being too loyal to Overtone and comparing it to the Gamma we've recently have, I'm still going to score that very highly. I'm going to score that I'm going to give that a 7.9 out of 10, Brenny.
Nice one. What
about yourself, Biggie?
It's a lovely flavoursome beer. I mean, nice body on it. It's light, a light body. It's very refreshing. And the flavours are tremendous. I mean, it hits everything it says it's got. The citrusy really comes through for me, finishing with the pine as well. So lovely beer, lovely texture, light and fluffy, describes it well. And taste-wise, brilliant. Would I buy it again? Yeah, definitely. I have to admit, I wouldn't session that. I would definitely have a can to start a session off, but I think that would be me. I would be if I was going longer, I would be having one of them, then something a wee bit lower, then moving up as the day goes. Or maybe just drinking hundreds of them. But
so would you sesh it?
Nah, I wouldn't. I don't think so. I think there's quite a lot of flavour in that I don't think would be to me sessioning loads of it. I could give it a go because that's nice. But I'm going to be sensible. I'm going to be sensible since it's a Friday night.
Brenny, would you sesh it?
Nah, mate, I wouldn't.
Okay.
I wouldn't. So, scores on the doors, I really like it. And you're right, after having drank so much of the Gamma recently, it is quite a challenge to come back. But I have had a few of the Overtone range, one a day for the last couple of days. And this is up there with the ones that I've had, and I really like it. But my reserve for me, a 7.5 out of 10.
Solid.
Lovely beer. Absolutely lovely beer.
Solid scoring, big man. What we'll do with that, mate, we'll cut to the chase here, man. We'll just give that a lovely big beer. That's a solid cheers, isn't it, mate?
Yep. Cheers.
We'll just keep the camera rolling just for the viewers, if that's all right, Big Ian.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as usual, there's been a lot of views. Well, we just want to thank you for watching the channel. There's been quite a lot of views recently. You know, people get involved in Instagram. You know, all we can say is if you can be bothered and if you have the time, you know, like us. If you can give us a wee sub on YouTube, that would be really appreciated. If you want to find out what we thought of Overtone back in the day when we had no frills, Brenny, back in the days where we could be in the same room as each other. Podcast 1, which is actually our most views in terms of the length of views. You know, it's had almost 400 views, but the length, people had watched it for, you know, the whole full hour. So if you give that a watch, that would be good. So thanks a lot, guys. And yeah, and if you want to buy any merchandise, right, geez, a shout.
We'll get the website up soon.
So the main reason for the wee brew tonight was it was because of this bad boy, wasn't it, Brenny?
Yep.
It's the second TIPA from Overtone Brewing, last bus Tae Yoker TIPA. Available on their website at the moment, available at all good retailers as well, wherever you may be, wee beer shop, growler, all those guys, all over the UK, no doubt as well. It's drink while dreaming of days without travel restrictions, when you can go to somewhere more exotic than Yoker in Glasgow. Our second triple New England IPA is a thick and hazy beer with notes of coconut and pineapple. And this beer is triple dry hopped with Idaho 7, Mosaic and Sabro, and has a huge malt bill of oats, wheat and extra pale malts. Are you ready to enjoy it, Brenny?
I am.
We've had this one sitting in the fridge for a couple of days.
now.
Just improving the taste. Overtone are really good at their social media, keeping the punters like us involved, which is always very good. And this is genuinely the first time we've tried this, Brenny.
Yep. Well, it was only released on Wednesday, was it not?
Yeah.
Released on Wednesday. So we picked them up on Wednesday and then we've had them in the fridge for the next couple of days. Thanks to maybe a wee bit of advice we got from certain people. Neil at the wee beer shop in his review on Wednesday said that it was a bit green.
Yeah.
And we took likewise advice for Dom for Cold Ship across the road.
Yeah. So cheers, big man.
Cheers.
It's a lovely colour, isn't it?
My word.
Oofed. Wow.
Very hoppy.
That is very hoppy, isn't it?
Very hoppy.
Mm. Mm. Oh, I'm totally getting
So
that.
much so that I'm not really even getting the coconut or pineapple.
I'm just waiting for it to settle down, man.
There's hints of coconut and pineapple. It's more just a hot bomb, man. It's very, very hoppy.
Oh my goodness me, man. That is I mean, the first one they done was called Oofed, wasn't it?
Mm, mm.
Which I think we ended up doing at the back of a podcast. I think we were, let's be honest, we had a few, but
We were sharing cans that night, but we know. I think we were sharing cans that night, so don't even the full effect of the quite malty as well.
Aye, it is malty. It's malty in all the right ways. It's quite well balanced. I'm finding it when it actually settles down on the palate. It's obviously it's got the first oofed, for want of a better description, and then it's you're getting a hint of coconut, like the hint is. It's like a chemical bloody experiment, this.
Maybe no chemicals in it, word, but I know what you mean, a science experiment. But there's so much going on with it. It's actually a really weird sensation, to be honest.
Oh my god, that you're totally right. That was the wrong word to use there. It's like a, it's a.
I knew what you meant, but I knew what you meant. I knew you meant science.
It's a really like vivid. It's a vivid kind of. Oh, it's marvelous, mate. It's marvelous. I can listen. Sometimes
we'll concentrate on the ABV for a wee bit here, will we? Because it's 11%, right? It's 11%.
Yeah.
That to me is to do that after the Ouija was that'll be me for the night. I think after this, because that is. I'm finding that quite strong. Like even a couple of sips down, I'm not just not in taste. I just mean in the actual effect of it. I mean the last bus to Yoker, if everybody get handed one of these on it, man, you can't guarantee when we get to Yoker, man. Do you know what I mean? Mate, that sort of charge on it. It's definitely got a charge on it.
But we sometimes have a wee laugh and all that, and we're telling the truth when we say, you can't believe the strength of it. But it's still, you're still not getting that, I mean, it's a borderline the same strength as a bottle of wine, but you're not getting that wine, you couldn't like tan. You wouldn't tan this.
What I'm getting is the warmth in the back of the throat, almost. Like, so that's where I know that I'm getting sort of higher strength ABV when I'm talking about the beers. And that to me, you can feel that, not in an uncomfortable way, but the maltiness of it seems to be lingering there after the initial hop bomb, which is good. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm talking about hop bomb. That's a good thing.
This is hazy. I'm actually getting more when I'm getting it taste. I'm getting the pineapple coming through as well, mate. You're so right, Brenny, when you said that. There, it's like This is a beer that has to be treated with respect, in my opinion. It still doesn't taste like the 11%. It maybe tastes like what you'd imagine, maybe a 6-7% of it tastes like compared to other ones.
I don't know. I'm of the opinion that I can taste that ABV, and that's I'm not knocking that. I'm not knocking it. I actually quite like it because I really like that. I really like that ABV but disguised. So I like the fact, and in a way, I would actually love to be sharing a can of this as opposed to tanning a can of it, because, obviously I've got work tomorrow for starters. so me rising at 5:30's already in my mind. But it's a lovely beer. Big hot bomb for me. Big hot bomb.
It's a hot bomb in all the right ways. We've mentioned hot bombing before, It's a hot bomb in all the right ways, mate. Listen, I'm not going to be cheeky here. We're not coming to the scores yet, but I'll tell you right now, man. Would you sesh that?
No.
No. Right, that's not a sesh beer.
No.
We support things responsibly here in the channel.
And I'm actually, as I said, as I had said, I would prefer to be sharing this with you.
Aye.
Obviously in a pub, because we all want to be in a pub, but look, I would prefer, even if they had a 330ml version, they could fit in one of the wee holders that we're talking about.
Honestly, I mean, you've got to say hats off to Overtone as well, because the Ooft, the brilliantly named Ooft, was a good beer, but it's definitely up there with Ooft, if not better.
It's a well-named beer. It's a well-named beer. Last plus the Yoker. I mean, not at us going. We're Southsiders, so we're no West. We're no West. But there has been some last buses to Yoker. It's definitely taxis home. Put it that way.
Aye. What about Brenny? What about the old? You know, obviously I used to live over in Ruggie, and it'd be the old last bus to Ruggie. I tell you something, man. I used to wake up in Hamilton.
And I've been lucky. I've been lucky that most of the time I've stayed when either walking distance or on a bus route that you can just jump on the bus and tell the driver, I'm just storing, pal. I'm just storing, pal. Make sure I get half at this stop, would you? That's the way I used to do it. Because it was only a mile and a half down Shaw's Road for me.
You'd be sitting like that with your head against the perspex. And if you had viewers, if you have more than 2 of these, even 1.5 of these,
you'll not be on the last bus to Yoker. You'll be lying about something. You know you'd be behind to be gone for a bus.
Oh, but
carrying up in a wee corner, looking for a kip.
Oh, mate. But I tell you, I love that. Listen, Overtone, and indeed the channel here, we're not kidding ourselves on about it. It's totally out there. This is a beer to be respected a lot, viewers. This is not one you buy in tan in any way whatsoever. Don't get me wrong, it's quaffable. Mate, see the more I taste this, by the way, it's tasting like really intricate. I'm getting more coconut, I'm getting more pineapple, I'm getting the maltiness.
You're loving it.
Oh, mate, I'll tell you something, Brenny, I'll be away at my bed after this, and it's only, 7:30 at night?
I'll do similar, but I'm up at 5:30 in the morning going to
I totally get. See what I actually got there. See when I just tasted that. I'm going to set the beer down, which is unheard of for me, Brenny. But see when you actually just get that, you actually breathe it in, the aroma, the pineapple, coconut, maltiness, juiciness. I think that's better than Ooft for me. I think it's better than Ooft, and Ooft was good. Now that we know slightly more than we used to know about the way these things are hot, brewed, etc., we still know fuck all. But I really, mate, I'll tell you something as well, mate. I'm glad we left it for a day or two. I think it's came into its own in the can. Stunning beer, mate. So, dare I say it, are you ready for the scores?
I'm happy to score, my man. I'm happy to score.
On you go, mate. So, we know we're not going to say shit.
Would I buy it again? If I could share one in a social environment, yes, I would. But I'm not going to buy it again because now I've tried it. If that makes sense to MD out there, I hope that does, because at 7:30 I can direct for Overtone. I'm not really going to want to drink that unless somebody else wants to taste it with me, and I'll chip in or help out with it. So I'm going to have to say no for buy again, but not that's qualifying it. Would I sesh it? Not a hope. To be honest with you, sipping this, sip by sip, and I have drank quite a lot of it because it is a lovely, lovely beer. But to think about having more of that, or another can of it, I'd be borderline having to go to bed. Genuinely.
You'd be on the last bus to Yoker.
You can feel the effects of it. You can feel the effects of it. And I would never drink that strength on my own, like, as a one. If I did, it would be my one beer of the night. And I was doing nothing else. And I'd be sitting in front of a TV screen, just relaxed. But I could not see myself buying that again for that purpose. Because I do actually find it, as I've said, I find the ABV quite, I'm noticing it. And it is quite hoppy. So I think that's adding to that feeling of warmth in the back of the throat. I'm not really getting much citrus, pineapple, mango. I'm not at all, to be honest with you. So I find it quite a harsh beer, to be honest. It's hard work.
What's the score, mate?
I'm going to get a 6.5 out of 10. Pal. And that's my own just tastes. Just my own tastes. I think beers. I would love to be sharing that, because I would score it completely differently. But she knowing that I've got to drink the rest of that.
You don't have to.
That might seem. But I'm no particularly enamoured with that. The hot bomb, high strength, blow your mind as you're drinking it. Do you know what I mean?
But how much have you got left?
Less than you probably, but
you have, man. You've tanned it.
Exactly. That's probably my fault then.
Right. I've still got some left in the can. Right. So.
Well, no.
Well, I'll tell you, right. You're not going to sesh that. Never going to sesh that. 11%. Would be being irresponsible to saying that you're going to sesh that. Would I buy that again? I would buy that again. I'll tell you exactly why I would buy that again. I'd buy that again for exactly the same reasons that Brenny's just given us it. That beer is the kind of beer that you want in your fridge, at the back of your fridge, and people going like that, you know, people that are used to drinking Tennants, or, you know what I mean, or stuff like, I don't know, all the high street brands. I don't want to just single out Tennants, you know, Miller or Foster's, all that kind of stuff, all the stuff that I used to like. And I'll be like that, listen, I don't like that craft beer, that craft beer's rubbish and all that, man. I'll be like that, listen, sit down, pour a wee shot glass of that, and bang that right into their glass. That is the kind of beer that you give to them. But you tell them, this is a beer to be respected. It's to be a beer to be enjoyed responsibly. I'm getting the coconut, I'm getting the pineapple. I am 100% with you on it, Brenny. I'm getting the ABV, right? Massive ABV on that. This, for
probably me, the lack of, for me, it's probably the lack of the pineapple and coconut that I'm struggling with, because I'm not really getting anything other than the hot bomb and the warmth of the ABV on a one on the back of my throat now.
Bud, mate, do me a favour here. Now, this might sound weird to the viewers, right? Just put it up below you and breathe in, don't drink it. And tell me that you don't get pineapple and coconut off that breathe in.
I'm not, honestly, see the can that I've got, it's maybe fresher than what it should be.
Possibly.
And that's why I'm getting the hot bomb. Yeah. Maybe.
Possibly.
Maybe. Because I'm not, and don't get me wrong, it's not as if I'm cultured or anything, but I do usually have a nose for the fruits. I'm not really getting it.
The breathe in. But I tell you, mate, you're spot on. It's
listen, I don't think 6.5's harsh for scoring it. I think
Brenny.
I think Gibbon.
Let Bruno Tonioli. Right, listen. This, as I said, so I would buy it again for the reasons I've given. Now, score-wise, it's a difficult one to score, mate.
I think you completely disagree with me.
Aye, so, I do disagree with you, mate. I do disagree with you. I'm going to score this. I'm going to score this highly. I like the fact that by the name of it, Last Bus to Yoker. I mean, it's almost Lemmy-esque. The last bus.
I would say it is Lemmy-esque.
Well, it is Lemmy-esque. Yeah, it is. If you're watching this, Lemmy, maybe you could try one and give your score. But I'm going to. Oh my God, you're right, Dee. And I can hear the peltering I'm going to get for not getting the character right. But I'm going to, Brenny, I'm going to disagree with you on this big time. I'm going to give it purely for the balls in your face, ballsiness of the ABV. I'm totally getting the coconut, the pineapple, and the you're not going to sesh this. It's the opposite of the Weegie NEIPA. It does what it says on the tin, sends you the Last Bus to Yoker, and I'm going to give that an 8.5, Brenny.
Good score, mate.
Right, now, it's a decent score, but it's not over.
That's a good score for you, man. That's probably one of your highest that you've gave this year.
Yeah. So, but giving you that, Brenny, and the strength of respect, responsibility, basically, see all the stuff.
It's just not the usual sort of beer. I would try it. I would always try it, but to drink one of them yourself, it's a bit hard work for me, is all I'm going to say. And that's all it is. It's not a bad beer by any stretch, because it should be tried by anybody and everybody, and I hope people do, just because it's worth trying just for the sheer hot bomb you get with it, that I've certainly got with it. So, worth trying, without a doubt. It's just a wee for me. It's just no working.
It's
what the bits that I like.
Aye, mate. It's a hot bomber and a half. So, big man, we'll give this a wee tentative cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. So, we're back on the old tipper, Last Bus to Yoker. We've been talking off camera about it. It's obviously provoked a lot of debate between the two, isn't it?
Yeah, it has opened a big debate. And for me, I've scored it low, right? But to me, it's a massive hot bomb. And I struggle with it, because I struggle with it like if I was going for a Last Bus to Yoker. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't want to be doing that. Do you know what I mean? And that kind of maybe resonates in how I'm thinking about the beer as well. Because that is the Last Bus to Yoker. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm on the Ryan bus. I shouldn't be on that bus. And I'm going somewhere that is authentic. It's dynamite. It's dynamite in one respect, but at the other, a full can is sending me where it wants to go.
It's rocket fuel, Brenny. That's what this is, isn't it? Rocket.
For me, it's certainly taking effect. It's taking effect quite quickly as I was drinking it, and that's something that I probably don't like as much.
And I think it's definitely a bit. I mean, it's a Glaswegian beer, bit rougher on the edges. Does what it says on the tin, straight talking, right down. It's real rock.
It's the Last Bus to Yoker.
It's the Last Bus to Yoker, man. It's definitely not the Last Bus to Clarkston or Burnside or Woodside or Avenue, all that kind of stuff. But it's the Last Bus to Yoker, isn't it?
Castlemilk.
Fuck it, it's the Last Bus to Castlemilk. I'm loving it.
Your neck of the woods.